Hi everybody, welcome again to the 9th episode of Coach Chat with Burkholder. Beside me is Coach Dave Burkholder of the United University men's hockey team. I'm Nick Wojton from the Niagara Gazette. And Coach, let's get right into it. Let's go back to last weekend against Holy Cross. You guys were on the road. 2 losses, unfortunately, 5-2, and then another overtime loss. No, well, I should say another overtime game. You guys have won overtime games. Not to take anything away from you guys. But 2 losses on the weekend, Coach. Looking back now, you have a few days to review those. What do you think about those losses?
Well, obviously it's not a great weekend for us, and obviously losing Saturday night the way we did in overtime, to have to jump on the bus and spend Saturday night and early Sunday morning on the bus after an overtime loss is devastating. But you know what? We got back to work on Monday. So yeah, there were some positives out of last weekend. We were real happy with some of our forwards that are starting to get going. Tanner Lopez for one. Another real positive is TJ Sarcona, one of our captains, one of our best two-way players, got back. He had a little game rust on him, but I thought as the weekend progressed, he got a lot better. So Joey O'Brien on Saturday night in net as a freshman gave us a chance to win. So a ton of positives. And we're making progress in a lot of areas. So obviously the W's will start coming if we stick with it and keep getting better on a daily basis.
Sure, coaching in both those games, you guys did hold 2-0 leads, which is positive for you guys. You guys will play when all these games, despite your record, I've said it all season, you guys are playing in these games, tight games. But I'm interested from a coach's perspective. They say that 2-0 lead in hockey, worst league in hockey, or whatever. But from a coach's perspective, how do you feel about that 2-goal lead? Do you usually try to attack, sit on the lead? Look, from your perspective.
Well, first off, going in and scouting Holy Cross, their goal differential in the first 2 periods was off the charts. So they're a really good team that starts games well. So that was a point of emphasis for our staff and part of the scouting report that we did prior to going into these games. So for us to score the first 2 goals of both games was huge for us. And unfortunately, they're a really good team. They're a really fast team, and at home, on both nights, they got consecutive goals within a minute and a half, and those are huge momentum swings. And we have to get better at that. That when something bad happens and you give up a goal, it's we got to prepare for the next face-off. And both nights they were power play goals that kind of got them, kind of woke them up, if you will. So it's an issue where we get 1, 2, we need to get 3 consecutive goals. It's key in college hockey.
Sure. And Coach, let's look forward to now Bentley University is going to be here this weekend. Falcons, a battle of some bird teams, the Purple Eagles and Falcons. They are 6-6-1, excuse me, overall. 4-2-1 in Atlantic Hockey, another Atlantic Hockey foe coming our way. Both games here at Dwyer this weekend, so come check them out, everyone. And similar opponents, again, like hitting the Holy Cross, they played Tuesday against AIC, and so did Bentley. They just played AIC yesterday, 1-0 win for them yesterday, and your familiar opponents. So, Coach, I'll let you take over. What type of team are we looking at in Bentley?
Well, they're one of the teams that was picked in the top 4 in Atlantic Hockey for this year, and they're, in our opinion, as our staff here, one of the more gifted teams in our league offensively. They can really skate, they run and gun, they cheat on the offensive side of the puck, but they score a ton of goals because of that. So, it's a challenge. Obviously, our penalty kill is a work in progress. We need that to get better. We thought it looked better last weekend at Holy Cross. So, I think if we can contain their power play, I think it's going to be a really good weekend for us.